one is going to be a little tighter than the other. So what we want to do is figure out which one, especially if they've been working with you for a while. You kind of lost track because you put them through all sorts of exercises. Now you need to focus in on the one that has a little lag, that's lagged a little behind. So once you climb up there, bring the greater trochanter right where the head of the femur. So this is the greater trochanter right here. You want to bring that to the edge. To the outer edge. Okay. Now you're going to stay in alignment and cross your arms over your chest. Like that. Okay, and just stay there for 2 minutes. We want to keep her there. You skull up a little bit, right there. Just stay right there. So she should keep a little bit higher.
Is there anything that she should be like triggering right now to isolate? Just hold.
She's just supposed to hold it.
Okay.
So this is isometric. Remember, your postural muscles have to work for you all day long.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be there. So this is how they release somebody from back therapy. After you do 2 minutes of this, we'll ship you out. But if you can't hold it 2 minutes, then we still got some more therapy sessions to go to. 33 seconds.
So another minute and a half, Andrew.
Yeah, this is, and I hope I had time to put all of you through this, because this is one of the hardest tests I went through.
Was it,
Really?
when you said 33 seconds, was there 33 seconds left?
You laughed.
Oh, I thought I was joking. I thought there was really only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that's not a good
Find a happy place.
Oh my God, that was a slow 30 seconds, man.
This is long. Is this a tough one, Angie?
She's dropping.
This is tough. This is a tough test. We're at 1:10. So, yeah, it takes long. And don't do backwards with your clients after they've done this, because they're jello.
Is it okay that she's dropping down, or should we keep her up?
Try to keep up. You almost got 30
I
seconds
can't
left.
even feel that I'm dropping.
Yeah, that's up. Just put your skull in alignment. Okay, you've got 30 seconds left. This is an excellent way to figure out what to target next. And I'm going to pose a question to you. How would you strengthen their lower back? If she says, I felt it more in my lower back, which I suspect that's why she's dropping. But we'll see. You got 5 seconds. Okay, time. All right.
Lower back was killing me.
Lower back. Okay, lower back. Lay on your back and pull your knees in, stretched out. So I suspect that, by the way, she was dropping down. So, okay, let's say this is your client. She gets off and says, my lower back. How would you train her?
Would it be strengthening through doing hyperextensions?
How? I mean, if she lasted almost 2 minutes. So I wouldn't go back to the floor work with her. I would do it on the ball. You can do ball. You can do ball work. But you can also do stuff here. But
Now, seeing as though that obviously her glutes and hamstrings are stronger, when you're doing that, wouldn't those tend to take over a little more?
yeah, they took over, but still lower back fatigue. Because remember, they work as a chain. But there's a link that is weaker.
Right.
And she's already told you. So now you're going to say, okay, well, now from now on, the back work we do is going to focus on your weak area, which is the low back. So what exercise would you have her do on the back extension that helps the low back?
Hyperextensions.
Show me. You okay?
Yeah.
You okay today with your back? Because I don't want you to hurt yourself. I didn't have you sign any waivers. What's up?
Just going to keep my head straight, just come down. Come on in, just flexing in through the lower part of my back.
You're working hamstring, gluteals, and low back here. You're not going with low back.
I mean, if I'm trying to concentrate, mentally trying to concentrate, I can flex it in.
Oh, okay. He's using the power of the mind.
Right.
Okay, come back a little bit. Come back. Put the pelvis in alignment here. Right there. Now, can you go a little further out? Bring this edge to the edge of the outer, right there. Okay. You can bend your knees if you want. Here you go, mat. Cross your hands over your chest.
Can you get a side view?
Now, here's your neutral position. Now, I want you to come up as high as you can with your alignment. And come down to there, to neutral, and back up. This is focusing on his low back, because I'm fixating his pelvis. Now we've got very little gluteal and very little hamstring.
Right?
Does
Yeah,
that
I
make
feel that
sense?
much more.
Okay, don't go so low.
Yeah,
Go
stay
up.
right there.
Go up from there. There's another low back that is weak.
Right there, right? And then nothing.
You want the edge of
No,
the
it's right,
pelvis.
it's right at the edge of the pelvis.
Edge of the pelvis.
Instead of at the
Right at the
top of the
right.
femur.
Instead of, the greater trochanter is called, right
Or the
there.
top of the femur.
Thank you.
Talking to a client, if I say the,
Oh, yeah, no, no.
even if I say the
You don't-
greater top of the femur, it's still going to be like a
Right where your thigh begins, or your thigh bone begins. The other one is the whole mechanism of the hip extensor mechanism. The way I had Angie line up, and the way he originally started to do his. That's the whole chain. That's the whole chain. But if we've got a low back, why work the whole chain? We're always going to have a low back. He's going to stop not because the chain is weak, but because that link is weak. So let's focus on that link and then integrate the whole mechanism.
Well, that's what I was saying when he initially said do hyperextensions with that. I was saying, well, wouldn't, since that's obviously the weakest point, wouldn't the hamstring and the glute do more of the work
Oh.
and not be as efficient at the beginning?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for. Okay, good. Yeah, good. And let's clear it up because that's important too. Robert.
On the floor, laying down, just without moving the lower body.
Right.
Just you're going to come back to neutral as soon as you hit the floor.
Right. Right. So the way to do that on the floor is you tell them to squeeze the gluteals, because if they don't squeeze the gluteals, their legs will fly up.
Yep.
So
On the floor, how do you mean?
laying prone,
Flat. I'm laying like this. You gotta squeeze your glutes.
and then raise your torso.
Okay, so laying in. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So prone supine. Supine has spine in there. So if supine, you're laying on your back, and the other one's laying fixed up. So you could do it that way too. And some people think they're going to fall off of this, so you don't want them to get on there. You could do it on the floor, and the way you could load it up is you put ankle weights right on their thoracic as they come up. They got that added weight. So there's all sorts of ways to make. If you run on. I'm sorry.
I think it worked.
If they're that strong, then they don't need low back. But the way you progress. So after that, let me show the next one. So way you progress once they're out of the low back exercise, which you can go here, and then you can start with one of those balls, 6-pound balls, 8-pound balls. You get to 10, they're strong. Then you go to the greater trochanter, and here you want to keep somewhat of a lumbar curve, and then you come up to neutral. And you got to tell them time and time again. Okay, once they're here, you tell them gluteal, or rather hamstring, gluteal, low back. That's the order I want them to fire up. So now they're thinking about it. Okay, hamstring, gluteal, low back. Now, to make this difficult, you use a weight. Maybe you've seen some of the clients do this. Is they use a weight, and the weight goes away from them. So it's acting like a cam, so that the weight remains pretty much the same. If you keep it close, it's less. If you start drawing it away from you, it keeps pretty much the same weight and intensity, and then you bring it into you. And you go out, and you bring it into you. And that simulates a lot of a squat. Simulates a lot of ways to squat. And that's how you get them strong to do squatting, to do anything. So the test is your key, and now you've got ways to prescribe exercises for their weak links. Questions? Back and abs. Very important. So you're going to do stiff-legged deadlifts?
Like
Yeah,
I said, personally with me, I used to do them so many times in the past, and it's really done more of anything as an injury. I thought, you know, just by getting the stretch and trying to get things out, bending my knee a little bit was going to try to. I was working around doing squats and leg press, so I was doing more of the stiff legs.
Yeah.
And it just was really cranking on my lower back even more, and I had more sciatic nerve because it was like that lumbar was getting stretched, but at the same time, you know, it was just coming up, and I was putting stress when I get to the top. Even I wasn't concentrating on my posture when I get to the top. And it was just more injuring than it was.
You do this, kind of almost just to get a rest. And I know what you mean.
I've never had an